It's that time once again for Yes and Yoga. My name is David Ahern.
I'm Adi Bachchan.
And today we have with us Bethany Roggendorf, who is going to be talking spine health. So everybody please sit up as straight as possible.
Yes, sit up
and
straighter.
make sure that you have a rock straight spine. Holy cow. You just graduated from chiropractic college.
I did.
So you know all about the spine and the importance of the spine.
Yes,
Yes.
tell us more about that, the spine.
Yeah, so the spine has two major functions, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna get off.
You know what? I love the nerdiness of this. We've already brought out a prop. This is great.
I think it's adorable.
This is great.
I think
It's cute.
visualization helps because I don't think people realize how important your spine really is. We all know we should go to the dentist every 6 months, right? But I feel like people don't understand the purpose of the spine and why it is so important.
And also, people do not go to see a chiropractor until they're in pain.
Exactly. Chiropractors actually only see 11% of the population.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I did
Isn't
not
that
know
crazy?
that. Yeah, that is crazy because it's a great preventative health thing to do.
Oh my gosh,
And
yes.
if you go before you're in pain, even better.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. So the spine has two main functions, and that's protection and support. So what I like to say is the spinal column to the spinal cord is what the skull is to the brain. So our spinal column, what it is doing is protecting all of your delicate nervous tissue, okay? And the nervous tissue is actually so delicate, all it takes is a weight of a nickel to affect that nerve by 60%.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the reason why if you can reach down and get your keys and be debilitated with back pain.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And then the other thing is support. If you think about it, without your spine, our arms can't attach to anything, our legs can't attach to anything. So throw away your spine, and you're literally a pile of bones.
Yeah, I said
You've
could be
thrown away your
upright.
central nervous system.
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
Exactly.
Yes, it's
exactly.
all gone.
And another thing that I really don't feel like people think about is that we literally cannot live without our nervous system.
Right.
If you take away our nervous system, we're dead.
That's true.
Right? So your nervous system controls every single function in your body. Literally every single thing. Your lungs, your stomach, your ovaries, your muscle.
I know it controls my ovaries. Let me tell you something. Mine are on overdrive right now.
And every cell in your body is controlled by a nerve.
Right.
Okay? So you have your central nervous system, which is your brain and spinal cord, which I know you talk about a lot in yoga.
Right.
As the nerves exit your spine, we get into the peripheral nervous system, and then that's divided into the autonomic nervous system and the somatic nervous system. So somatic is like, I'm gonna reach for this glass of water and take a drink. It's controlled, right? We have control over that. Autonomic is automatic.
Breathing?
Right, yeah, breathing.
Blinking your eyes.
Digesting, yeah, things you don't have to think about,
It
right?
controls my ovaries, for instance.
Yes.
Yes, good.
Yes.
Good.
So your autonomic nervous system has your sympathetic state and your parasympathetic state.
Right.
And I know you guys talk a lot about this in Kundalini yoga,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Your sympathetic nervous system is your fight or flight.
Fight or flight,
right?
right, yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And then your parasympathetic nervous system is known as your rest and digest. So our bodies aren't designed to be in the sympathetic state for a long period of time. But the problem is in today's society, people are stuck in their sympathetic nervous systems. And
Lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes lifestyles just bring out that constant stress response.
Yes, exactly. So your brain, though, doesn't know the difference between a tiger attack and you getting mad in your car about bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Right.
Okay?
Or road rage, right.
People, I really don't think they're realizing how much
It's serious.
stress that they're putting onto their body. And ways that we can help with this would be seeing a chiropractor. Okay, so chiropractic, what we do is we find the misalignments of your spine that are causing nerve interference and then putting that spinal bone back where it should be so your body can adapt to its environment much easier than if it was still stuck in that position.
Okay, does that make it even in like a stress response mode for your body when it is out of alignment?
Yeah, so your body is sensing that stress. Even our spine is full of, it's over 100 joints, and each of those joints has proprioceptors. And when one of those bones becomes stuck, our body goes, oh no, I'm not getting that message, what's going on? And it goes into that sympathetic state.
Gotcha.
What happens is, oh, my shoulder tightens up. You know, the nerve is gonna signal your body to go into protective mode and to survive. That's all your body wants you to be healthy and it wants you to survive.
Sure.
Which I don't think people realize either.
They don't, and your body also sends you signals as to when things aren't going
Exactly.
well.
So if you're in pain, and this is big chiropractic here. If you're in pain, don't cover up the symptom.
With a medicine.
Exactly.
You want to fix the problem.
You want to fix the cause of your problem.
Right.
And that's pain, that's a fast heart rate,
Yep.
that's, you know, abnormal menstrual cycles. It's all of that. Nerves control everything.
Right.
So if we remove those interferences, then our body can actually function. Now, if you have neglected your spine for a long period of time, it's going to take longer for your body to heal. All processes take time.
And that's the thing that where chiropractic people don't understand it, because people have let it go for so long, and then a chiropractor will say, you need to come see me like 5 or 6 times, at least.
And then they're like,
why so many times? It's like, well, because for 30 years you haven't paid attention to your body, and so it's gonna take some time to...
Yeah, between each one of your spinal bones, you have a disc. And with spinal health, if you see these yellow things, these are all your nerves coming out from your spine, the more wear and tear and the less care that you take care of your spine, these discs get smaller and smaller and smaller. But what do you think that does to these nerves? Do you see?
Oh, compresses.
It already has.
Yeah.
Yeah, it already has a small hole to come out of. But if you neglect your spinal health for a long period of time, those are going to get smaller and smaller.
Okay.
Now, we can help prevent that. So say you come in and I'm like, wow, David.
Why does it have to be me? Why couldn't it be her? Why am I the one
I just
who's...
looked at you.
You were just the obvious choice.
I'm the
Sorry.
sloucher, apparently. Great.
Sorry.
And we go, wow, David, this area right here is a big problem for you.
Right.
We can still help you prevent that from getting worse.
Right.
Okay? But we can't necessarily get the disc back.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
So
yeah.
as soon as those discs start to degenerate,
Yeah.
your nerves and your nervous system is going to be
So
compromised.
sometimes if you come in before, then you can
And
alleviate.
that's why it's important to come in when you're not just in pain.
Right.
Because like I said, the nervous system controls everything.
Right, and if a tooth is rotted, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like you don't wait to go to the dentist until the tooth's falling
What's
off.
nice though is that you can get a new tooth, right?
Interesting.
But you can't
This-
really replace
don't
your
put a-
spine.
This is better news than I knew. I had no idea I could get... You know what? Let's get rid of the teeth. Let's do this. This is exciting.
Yeah, and luckily it does take a while for the degeneration in your spine to happen. So the worst of the worst takes usually about 20, 30 years. Okay, so if you start your kids young, or you just start now, you can still prevent things from happening. Right. Chiropractors, you'll often hear them talk about the 3 T's of chiropractic, which is thoughts, traumas, and toxins.
Wow.
And these are all the things that are gonna cause your spine to misalign and affect your nervous
So
system.
you even talk about thoughts.
I know. When
mean,
she
that's-
said that, I was like,
Yes,
how
that's a
fitting.
big thing.
And that's the one thing. Yeah, we talk about nutrition. We talk about, changing your position at work. All of us are stuck either at a desk,
Yep.
and our shoulders are forward.
Right.
That's going to be causing you back pain and headaches and all that stuff because your body is just going into its normal position.
Right.
And we have to get ourselves out of these habits that we've kind
Right.
of dug ourselves into. And honestly,
Right.
it's not easy.
Right.
But if you just take a small step every single day,
And
whether it's
retrain yourself.
yeah, whether it's starting with yoga,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And you're like, okay, I'm feeling good. Now let me really approach my spinal health and let me eat better, okay? Okay, now I think I'm ready to go see the chiropractor.
Right.
And once you add all those things together, you're gonna be living the most holistic, healthy life. And I guarantee you're gonna extend your lifespan.
Do you know, the man who brought Kundalini Yoga to the West was a man named Yogi Bhajan. He came here in 1968, and he, a long time ago said, and this is far before everyone was caught up, he said, technology is gonna speed up so fast, people are not gonna be able to handle how much information we're getting. And he said, the only way to do it is to strengthen your central nervous system. That's the reason why they talk about the spine. The sympathetic and parasympathetic sides
I said
of the
we're
brain.
just going to be on this information overload, which is
Yes.
so many things, and just the stressors. The stressors
Yeah.
are going to be there, and more of them.
Yeah.
Right, spine health is so important.
Yes.
And really greatly underappreciated. I mean, it is literally like saying, if you have a computer, it's the motherboard of the entire computer.
That's exactly it.
And yet it's like people just pouring water on the motherboard by not paying attention to it.
Yeah,
Right.
and I honestly, we just live in a society where we want that immediate fix, right? And no one, there are people out there, but a lot of people, it's either they don't know or they're just not quite ready to take those steps, is to approach their health.
Right.
Eat real food,
Yeah.
you know, see your chiropractor and get adjusted and reduce
Preventative
your...
health
yes,
measures.
exactly.
Right. Spinal health, you have a spinal series,
Yes,
right?
yes, the one that focuses all on the spine. It works systematically. I was looking, we talk about it working on all the vertebrae. Yeah, so starting from the bottom and working up to the top on keeping it movement. And
Yeah. And so we're gonna do that series, right?
Yes.
This is exciting. You ready to do some yoga?
Yes,
All right,
absolutely.
here we go. We're gonna do it. Ong Namo, and away we go.